Hello YouTube, Cloud Knight Nerd. Bringing you a little intro video, let you guys know a little bit about myself. Let you know about my Yu-Gi-Oh past, my present, and where I plan to take this game in the future, as well as my YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Daniel. I'm from Southern California, more specifically the LA area. And like most Yu-Gi-Oh players, my first Yu-Gi-Oh cards were structure deck cards. Mine specifically structure deck Kaiba. I had a really strong love for dragons ever since I saw the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Still by far one of my most favorite cards. And then Structure Jack Doi. I also did like the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Kind of like a contrast to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not a big fan of the Yugi structure deck, but that's neither here nor there. When I started in this game, I didn't know too much about singles. So a lot of the cards that I got from packs. Specifically Legend of Blue Eyes and Metal Raiders. Two original, Legend of Blue Eyes cards. Unfortunately, I was a little silly back then, and these cards are just what I have left. Just cards I like, good cards from the anime. And then, as time progressed, I did learn about buying singles. And I found, alternate art cards or different rarities for different cards. There goes an alternate art Jinzo. Started picking up just specifically my favorite cards. I found it cheaper than just buying a bunch of packs and hoping I got something. And after a while, I'll say about my high school years, I started playing more casually. I built an actual deck. And my very first deck was a King Dragoon deck. And looking back at it, it was really horrible. It was really illegal. I didn't know anything about ban lists or anything. So I was running Painful Choices, Monster Reborns, Foolish Burials, Giant Trunades, all that kind of, good stuff that we don't have now. Those were the good days. Ran King Dragoon, and I ran Macro, a Macro Necroface variant, which I found very fun, actually. Well, after playing for some time in high school with some friends, a couple of them introduced me to, locals, and I did play semi-competitively. I played Machina Gadgets, and I played Fish TK, which is, I still think to this day, one of my most favorite decks, probably because this is the first deck I ever took to any kind of event. I never participated in the main event, but I did have a lot of fun at the side events. So after I put this deck down, I did more casual plays, Chaos Dragons, and still on Macro, until Dragon Rulers got announced. And that was, probably the second time that I was really excited for a Yu-Gi-Oh deck ever. I mean, I was playtesting it before the babies were even announced. And this was the first time that I went out and actually pre-ordered boxes. Ended up pulling a Drago Sack. I pre-ordered 3 boxes. And I mean, this deck is really, really special to me because to me it's a lot of firsts. It was my first competitive deck. It was my first time pre-ordering boxes. It was the first time in a very long time that I went to Sneaks. And it's also the very first time that I started buying foreign cards, which I don't know if you could tell there. I'll go ahead and zoom in on these titles. They are German. At some point, had the entirety of the Dragon Ruler deck German. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to any real events or anything. I wasn't doing that good. I was still young, still in school and stuff, so I couldn't even get 3 Drago Sacks. So we all know that when this deck came out, you needed 3 Drago Sacks. But nonetheless, I kept up with the deck, kept up with everything that you needed for the deck. All German, of course. This deck is what introduced me to foreign cards and what made me love them so much. So when it got hit, I was very sad. Went back to casual play, Chaos Dragons, and, Dragon Rulers without the ban list. And then Duelist Alliance came. Gotta show off that perfect ass. Duelist Alliance came and introduced 4 new archetypes into the game. Yang Zings, Stella Knights, Shadals, and Burning Abyss. And me and my 2 friends, we decided, we wanted to be a team, be competitive. So we all went out, bought boxes, and we picked decks. If you guys saw from the boxes, you guys already know where this is going. I picked Yang Zings. Now, at the time, I really thought Yang Zings had a chance to be really competitive. Unfortunately, nowadays, it's not as competitive, but I still have a lot of high hopes for the deck. So, as far as my future goes, I really want to be a competitive player. I want to have a competitive mindset, learn competitive plays, have good card choices, and all that good stuff. I understand that Yang Zings aren't exactly a competitive deck right now, but on my channel, whether it's me or my teammates, we will always have at least 2 tier 1 decks to showcase. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel if you want to learn to be competitive, and I'll see you at the next video.